Hello, Cancer. This is Fuel the Soul, and I'm here with your reading for the first half of October. I've shuffled these cards. I'm going to do it again in front of you guys, and then we'll get the reading started. All right. Let's see. Okay. Cancer, October. Your first card is the Four of Pentacles. Next card, the Three of Cups. And we have the Two of Wands. And I've been also using this large deck here. I've shuffled these cards. Now, they're really tough to shuffle. So I kind of decided one card for each sign. And as you can see, some are already here because they've been being used per sign. So this is your card for you, Cancer. And let's pull it out and see what comes up. You have the Hierophant. And it's kind of nice. I'm feeling the energy. It's not bad on that. Okay. So, Cancer. We start off with the Four of Pentacles, which talks about some kind of depleting. I'm hearing depleting right now. This depleting energy. The Four of Pentacles can be financial, of course. It's got the pentacles there. But I kind of see the dude and he looks worried too. He has this concern. And perhaps Cancer is feeling, I mean, don't we all kind of worry about money in general unless you're filthy, filthy rich, or just extremely privileged. Um, so I feel this sense of worry. I almost feel like you kind of have the money, but you're always in your mind saying, I don't have enough, I don't have enough. And that concern and that look and that worry that you have could be like a behavior that you already have anyways, like you already think that way. Maybe you have just enough, you have just enough to make it. Everybody's level of comfort is different, but I almost feel like, for a lot of you Cancer people out there, you have enough to just get by, where you're kind of cool, you're barely making it, but you're making it okay. You have the little extras. And this card talks about and shows me an individual that is constantly thinking about money and worried about the money. But maybe you're not in that bad of shape. Like if you compared yourself to others, maybe your life or your finances aren't as bad as you think they are. I know that we're talking to many people, so this is only going to hit so many. But maybe the pentacles not only represent life, excuse me, your money, they represent life. Sorry, I don't know why that was having a hard time coming out. But maybe that's what the pentacles are about. Maybe it's not all about the abundance of money or the lack of money, with pentacles. Maybe these Four Pentacles talk about the depletion going on in your life. And the Pentacles being what you value, Cancer. We value love. We obviously value money because we have to in this society. But maybe there's other things that we value, like a pentacle. For example, our reputation, um, maybe our children. And so, you know, we value these things. We care for them and we hold on to them tight. And if you see here, that's kind of how it is. This guy is kind of got his hands on him. Like he's not letting go of any of it, any one of those pentacles. Like somewhere there's a piece of him touching each pentacle. The cloak's touching it, the arm's touching it, the crown's touching it. You know, he's not letting go of those pentacles. So it's almost like Cancer in October is kind of feeling this way, contracted about money. Maybe it's part of your nature, anyways, a little bit. Maybe that's kind of how you are. And like I said, maybe things aren't as bad as they seem. Because the Four of Pentacles talks about this tightening of the money, or this depletion, or this concern, or this worry for money. And the reason why I say maybe it's not as bad as you think, because the next card you have is the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups talks about the opposite, being like full of love and joy and holiday and beautiful events in your life, moments in your life, celebration, this kind of having the ability to have entertainment, to be able to attend things that cost money. You know what I mean? Um, and you kind of flowing in it, like being able to be in this world, be able to enjoy all of this. So it's kind of interesting with Cancer in this reading, because it's like you're concerned about this depletion going on, and maybe you do have it going on. Maybe you're spending too much of this. Maybe this is going on, too much entertainment, too much money going out possibly, and you being worried in the month of October about that. I kind of, I'm still getting, you know what, you're kind of like that anyways. You're tripping anyways, even if you have a little bit in the bank to get you by till the next month. That's okay. There's nothing wrong with that trait, but I'm just feeling that trait about Cancers out there. And maybe your concern is um, you want to hang on to what you have, because maybe there's a lot of expenses coming up in October as well. Holiday and family and these events, entertainment. Boy, we all spend a lot of money on entertainment, okay? So maybe that's something that's going on with you in October. Possibly you have some special events coming up in October, and you're kind of tightening the belt. You're kind of concerned because you have them coming up in October. Now, let me just kind of move on to the next card, because I feel like you're having celebration. I don't feel like you're not living life. I feel like you've got things, you're out there, you're doing what you got to do, and you're kind of enjoying parts of your life. And I think that's wonderful. Let's see, this is just for October. So let's kind of see what's going on. The next one is the Two of Wands. So let me take a peek at this card, because I want to start feeling something. Well, right away, this homeboy, he looks good, and he's kind of living large. But what is going on here is, wow, I just noticed something, and I'll tell you guys right now. There's two wands, and this homeboy, he's holding one wand, and he's wearing blue gloves, right? You see that, guys? And with the other blue glove, you see that he's holding like this ball of energy, like the future. What does it hold? What does it obtain? And I'm in control of it. I have it in my hand right now. I see some concern in his eyes, but I just noticed that that other wand is being held by somebody else. Do you notice that, guys? That's another hand. And it's almost like he's having to make a choice. Does he put the ball down and grab that wand before it's gone? Or does he keep this energy, this ball that holds like maybe his future and his light? Because if you notice, I didn't even catch that. That's somebody else in the picture here. So I'm feeling like Cancer has this concern that there is some kind of individual, and there's going to be some kind of holiday going on for you guys out there. There's some special events going on because we have the Three of Cups and we have the Hierophant, which talks about like a wedding, or maybe there's somebody here that maybe one of you guys here in Cancer, the person you're possibly involved with, or a family member like your daughter or your son, is having some kind of like a marriage or something, and or there's something going on here where maybe there's this feeling that somebody wants to pull out. Maybe somebody wants to back out, or they're contemplating their life, because these Two of Wands and holding that, and me seeing that hand with that ball. I mean, I see the hand, and I see that almost like someone wants to take it. But what's really, really standing out to me is that ball, that ball of energy, like it's contemplating your future, contemplating your future. I'm so sorry. I'm really trying to get this in the camera for you. I feel like contemplating your future, contemplating your future. I keep hearing that. And I see the Three of Cups and I see the Hierophant. So I'm starting to think, Jesus, there's something else possibly here that's also going on. There could be this concern for money because there is this kind of holiday or event that's coming soon in October for you. And I feel like that is what you're concerned about. That there's this, and like you're holding on to your money. Maybe you're having a wedding or something that's going to happen soon, some kind of special event, and that you are that's what your mindset is with this Four of Pentacles. You're kind of contracting because you're saying to yourself, I've got all this coming up and I don't know, do I really want this or not? Or do I want to participate in this? I feel like this, you're contemplating your future here, your finances, your future, your life. That's really what I'm feeling now. I feel like the Three of Cups represents like all the very important things in your life. That's kind of what I'm starting to get now. Like life, love, like I'm hearing that, I'm like feeling like that's what that Three of Cups is now starting to represent. And you're kind of like in the middle. You're caught in the middle, Cancer. And I think you're contemplating your life. And perhaps because you're feeling some kind of depletion of money right now, because you're shelling out money for these events, these special things, or a special thing that's coming up for you. And I feel like that's where you're at in October, where you're kind of torn. You're not sure what to do. But we have this card, the Hierophant, and the Hierophant is really like a guidance for you. It's kind of almost saying it's okay. It's okay to think about these things, and it's all right for you to think about your future, your finances, and the choices that you're making. The Hierophant supports your thoughts. What we don't want is you to be so obsessed about everything. If I know that the Hierophant guides you and says, okay, you seem to feel like you're being smashed between two pieces of bread. And that's kind of what it feels like. You're in the middle and you're getting smashed. But the Hierophant's here kind of guiding you, saying, don't worry. Don't worry. If your heart and your finances can find a sense of balance, then continue and move forward. Don't be afraid. Don't let fear scare you from what you want. If you want, go and try, live life, go to the next steps. Don't let fear keep you from that. The money, you'll continue to make it. You'll find ways. But you've got to make sure that you've got like your awareness is on. That's the only thing I would say here. Make sure that you're like clear and here and awake, you know, with me, with yourself, alert while making these choices. But the Hierophant's here kind of guiding you, saying, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. If you're contemplating something in your life, that's something you have to start looking at before you jump into something. And it can feel like the walls are tightening in, but you're just going to have to push them back. And you don't have to be in a hurry. This is all about you, Cancer. If someone's rushing you into something, no, you push back. You need to be in a good space when making your choices and decisions in life. And if you are contemplating something in your future, you have the right to press the pause button and think before you act. The Hierophant wants that for you. Put the walls, spread them far, give yourself some space, and think before you act. It's okay. And anybody that's trying to rush you into something or trying to talk you into something, make sure and look at that. Because is it for their good only or for yours? It has to work for you and it can work for everyone else, but it has to work for you first. So it's kind of interesting because in October, I apologize, but it seems like Cancer is kind of all over the place. It's kind of like I'm feeling like you have different concerns. Not only do you have some kind of special event that's coming up for you, but you're also contemplating something in your life. And it's something kind of big. The Hierophant pops up to talk to you about it and say, hey, take that time. If you're not sure, take the time. Don't make a quick, rash judgment. They're here to guide you. If you're feeling tight about the money, whatever the situation is, I feel like you kind of are not as bad as you think you are. But perhaps these things that are coming in the future cost. And they're big steps for Cancer. Well, then Cancer needs to pull back and slow it down because it's got to be at your pace. You've got to feel good about what you're doing when you're moving forward or choose not to move forward. The Two of Wands he feels split. That's what I'm hearing. Like he feels split and he's trying to decide what choices to make. Well, then I think you need some time. I think you need some time to see what it is you want, to see what it is you want. And I think it's okay because it has to come on your terms too. We can give, Cancer, but we don't have to give it all. The priority is you. So, for example, let's just say your daughter wants to get married. Let's say you have a daughter, you're flipping the bill on this. Hey, it's got to work for you. She wants a $20,000 wedding. No, that will keep you broke and penniless. And the event will just have to slow down. It'll have to be tamed down, cut corners, because you shouldn't have to feel this pressure of making this type of decision. Can I go into retirement or do I pay for this wedding? No, 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 no. And this is just an example. I mean, there's many scenarios that fits. This is just one scenario. And maybe you can fit pockets of this into your life. And that's what I think is going on. But I'm here to tell you, Cancer, that the Hierophant is here for you in the month of October. And it's asking you, look at the way the Hierophant has her or his arms out. See how that one hand is like saying, hey, go with God, go with peace, go with calm, right? Take that calm path. Think and be wise. That's what I feel for Cancer in the month of October. I'll be back second half. And I know it's a little bit all over the place, but I think those messages they're like different pockets of messages. And I think that they can click for different cancer individuals that are out there. I feel the soul, and I'm so grateful to read for you. God bless you, and I will be back. Bye.